If you already dislike Kim Jong Un, his extravagant eating habits and luxurious lifestyle will probably make you dislike him even more. While his people face severe hunger and malnutrition, he enjoys the finest cheeses and expensive drinks and spends thousands of dollars on a single night of fun. Want to know how exactly this emperor lives? Join us as we unveil a day in the life of Kim Jong Un. Unlike most world leaders with a fixed schedule, Kim Jong Un's routine is unpredictable, depending on how much he partied the night before. He doesn't have a set wake-up time. However, he starts the day for Pyongyang's citizens by blaring the song "Where Are You, Dear General" through loudspeakers. Written by his father, Kim Jong-il, in 2008, this eerie tune plays every morning, haunting the city. Meanwhile, Kim begins his day in luxury at his Ryongseong residence, where he lives with his wife, Ri Sol-ju, and their children. Kim Jong-un's morning routine is far from normal. North Korea claims he doesn't need to use the bathroom, saying he burns all his energy without creating waste, a story meant to make him seem like a god. Despite this, Kim starts his day with an expensive cup of Brazilian coffee, which can cost up to $500 per pound. In 2016, North Korea spent nearly $1 million importing this coffee just for him and his close group, showing how much luxury he enjoys. A lavish breakfast. After enjoying his coffee, Kim Jong-un sits down to a lavish breakfast, which is quite different from the reality for many North Koreans who face hunger. While they make do with boiled rice and bean paste, Kim's breakfast includes premium bacon, sausages, and high-end steaks like Italian Parma ham and Wagyu beef. Kim loves Kobe beef, which is very expensive, costing up to $500 per pound. This luxury was passed down from his father, Kim Jong-il. He also frequently eats sushi, but he prefers the fattiest part of the tuna, called toro, which is not very healthy. Additionally, he spent $134,000 on scallops from China. Kim has a strong fondness for Swiss Emmental cheese, which he first tasted while studying in Switzerland. Despite getting gout from eating too much cheese in 2014, he hasn't stopped. Kim's extravagant tastes extend to foods banned in North Korea. He still manages to import expensive Caspian Sea caviar and high-quality lobster, even though North Korean officials once tried to set up a lobster farm that failed. He also eats shark fin soup, which is controversial due to its impact on shark populations, and enjoys an elite snake wine with a dead cobra inside. His choice of non-alcoholic drinks is more ordinary. Besides his lavish food, he also bought large amounts of whiskey, rum, gin, vodka, liqueurs, and wine from different countries. Some people also say that he buys expensive snake wine because it's believed to have traditional medicinal properties in North Korea that can boost a person's virility. While local alcohol is cheap and readily available, it clearly isn't to Kim's taste. Instead, he reportedly spends an average of $30 million each year on importing liquor into the country for his elite circles. There are even rumors that he's imported high-quality sauna equipment to help him recover from hangovers. What's more intriguing is that he regularly imports more alcohol for his personal use than most people will ever drink in their entire lives. In 2019, for example, the Dutch port of Rotterdam seized 990,000 bottles of Russian vodka, which officials believed were headed for Pyongyang. In Rotterdam, a vessel affiliated with a Chinese firm known as COSCO Shipping was intercepted based on information provided by the Russian Foreign Ministry. Upon inspection by customs officials, approximately 3,000 cases of vodka were discovered on board. Reports also say that Kim once drank 10 bottles of Bordeaux wine in one night, which cost around $10,000. As you might have guessed, Kim Jong-un's diet isn't exactly healthy, and exercise isn't part of his routine. He even has a team of top scientists dedicated to extending his life, as if they're trying to keep him supreme leader forever. According to the Washington Post, Kim receives medical care from Russian doctors who visit regularly to check his health and provide treatments. Plus, he has a personal chef who prepares extravagant meals with ingredients like blueberries, black garlic, and ginkgo believed to fight to age. That's truly living the high life. Daily activities. Once Mr. Kim is full from his lavish breakfast, he heads out from his grand mansion to visit various places like factories, construction sites, farms, and markets. This routine is part of a propaganda effort to show that he cares about his people. However, his public image is very different from who he really is. Before any public appearance, Kim goes through a detailed process to maintain his king-like image, fitting for someone with the title of Supreme Leader. Kim is very particular about his looks. He often wears a dark suit and tie or a Mao-style jacket like his grandfather's. His unique haircut with shaved sides and a longer top is designed to make him look taller. In North Korea, people can only choose from 28 approved hairstyles, 18 for women and 10 for men, and none of them look like Kim's. Criticizing his haircut or rules is dangerous, as Kim doesn't tolerate any criticism and makes all the rules. Hobbies and interests. Kim Jong Un's hobbies show just how extravagant his lifestyle is. He loves luxury and has some pretty unique interests that reflect his taste for the finer things in life. Let's explore what he enjoys and how he lives it up. In 2014, Kim Jong Un imported 36 top-end pianos and lots of expensive recording equipment into North Korea. Each grand piano costs over $170,000, so this luxury purchase added up to around 6.2 million US dollars. Clearly, Kim enjoys living in style. Kim is a big fan of music and has a private 13-piece all-female violin band. His friend Dennis Rodman shared that Kim loves everything musical, from karaoke and 80s songs to live performances. Kim even admitted that he was moved by a K-pop concert featuring Red Velvet and Cho Yong-pil. Kim Jong Un also shares his father's love for movies. After a day of leadership duties, Kim Jong Un doesn't spend his evenings with family but instead enjoys his private theater. Here, he watches movies and shows on a large screen with top-notch sound. Kim invites friends, family, and officials to join him for Hollywood blockbusters, Disney cartoons, action films, and even South Korean dramas, despite their ban in North Korea. When it comes to his hobbies and personal interests, Kim Jong Un is known for his passion for basketball, particularly the NBA. He developed an interest in the sport during his time studying in Switzerland, where he reportedly became a fan of the Chicago Bulls. His fascination with basketball led him to develop a somewhat unconventional friendship with former NBA player Dennis Rodman. What's even more surprising is that Kim called him his friend for life. Once he hired the Harlem Globetrotters for an exhibition game in 2013 and even asked for U.S. basketball players as part of a proposed deal. Most of his mansions have basketball courts, showing his deep passion for the sport. Kim Jong Un also comes from a long line of golfers. His father, Kim Jong-il, once said he sunk 11 holes in one day on a course that he owned, and Kim Jong Un carried on his father's legacy by maintaining top-quality private golf courses. Apparently, he has more than one private golf course, and these do not come cheap. They cost around $3 million US dollars to develop and around $500,000 US dollars a year to maintain. High-priced horses. Everyone knows that Russian President Vladimir Putin is a sucker for horses, seeing that he always takes pictures of himself on a pony. Kim is also a fan. He spent a whopping $75,000 US dollars on 12 purebred horses from Russia. There was a trendy picture of Kim Jong-un ascending the snowy peaks of Mount Pektu atop a majestic white stallion. This picture caused a lot of controversy. In early 2020, North Korean authorities purchased 2 more of these white stallions for $23,400 US dollars, according to a Moscow Times report, meaning that each horse cost the regime almost $12,000 US dollars, a huge expense for a country facing food shortages. Between 2010 and 2023, it was reported that Kim imported at least 138 horses from Russia for the sum of $584,000 US dollars. It is estimated that around 20% of the entire state budget is spent on facilities to house and train the horses. Mansions. Speaking of pennies, what if I told you that Kim Jong Un owns not 1, not 10, but 17 palaces dotted around North Korea? The Ryongseong residence, also called the Central Luxury Mansion, is Kim Jong Un's main home, built in 1983. It covers more than 4.5 square miles in Pyongyang, about the same size as London's Heathrow Airport. This huge property includes an underground shelter, a private train station, a horse racing track, recreational facilities, and 3 man-made lakes. The Ryongseong residence also has banquet halls, a large swimming pool with a water slide, a running track, a spa, horse stables, a shooting range, and more. Kim's second major home, the Kangdong residence, is used for summer vacations and parties. It also has man-made lakes, a private train station, guest houses, and entertainment options like bowling, shooting, horse stables, and a football field. On the East Coast, the Wonsan residence is even more luxurious, with 10 acres of private villas, beaches, a boat shed, a sports stadium, and a water park. Kim owns 14 other similar homes. Cars. We cannot talk of luxury without mentioning the Supreme Leader's fleet of cars. Kim Jong Un loves luxurious cars. His collection of supercars is said to be worth about $20 million. He reportedly has over 100 cars in his garages, including a $160,000 Audi R8, a $100,000 Range Rover, and an armored Rolls-Royce Phantom that costs more than $500,000. He also drove this car to his meeting with Mike Pompeo, the former director of the CIA. Of course, Kim Jong Un has a favorite, and that is the Mercedes-Maybach limousine. When he wants to arrive in style, he pulls up in his Mercedes-Benz limousine. They are bulletproof and cost about $1.6 million. Kim Jong Un also owns other sports cars and race cars. Yachts. When it comes to boats and yachts, Kim Jong Un's Princess Yacht is the epitome of luxury. In 2013, he used a 95-foot, $7 million yacht for a 10-day tour of a fishery station on North Korea's east coast. The manufacturing company of this yacht is owned by LVMH, the group that owns Louis Vuitton, Moet Chandon, Christian Dior, and over 60 other reputed brands. Princess Yacht features 3 decks, a kitchen, a salon, and a dining area for 4 bedrooms, and can accommodate up to 8 people. Private jets. At this point, the only person Kim Jong Un is trying to outdo is himself, because anyone trying to compete with him should know that's a dead end. Did you know that the President of America's private plane is called Air Force One, while Kim Jong Un has a private jet that he calls Air Force Un? Obviously, Kim Jong Un has a good sense of humor. His Air Force Un is the Ilyushin Il-62, one of the proudest achievements in Russian aviation history. The plane has crystal ashtrays and leather couches and is said to cost around $1.5 million. Instead of 200 passengers, it carries just the autocrat and his trusted aides. The maintenance and hangars of these planes cost a fortune. Interestingly, the Kim family does not fly, they use the rails. Kim Jong-un's father, Kim Jong-il, was aerophobic, so instead of flying, he resorted to using trains. He owned 90 luxury train cars, including a dining car, a colossal conference car, several saloons, and a fully equipped kitchen that catered to different cuisines. Kim inherited these from his father and even redesigned some of the interiors. One of the train cars has plush pink leather seats, and his dad's old conference carriage now has modern white paneling. Sadly, Kim Jong-il died on a train, and the armored train is now at the $900 million Kumsusan Mausoleum, where his body was embalmed alongside his sunglasses, the pointy platform shoes he famously wore in the last decades of his life, and a MacBook Pro laying open on his desk. Watches. Kim usually wears a simple black suit and pairs it with high-end wristwatches. He's been seen wearing a $14,000 IWC Portofino automatic and a Movado museum watch during missile tests. In 2010, he spent about $64,000 on watches, and this amount grew to around $230,000 in 2 years. By December 2016, he gave out about 100 new Rolex watches to his elite guests. His total watch collection is worth about $8.2 million. Secret harem. Another one of Kim's lavish splurges is his secret harem. I guess it's not really a secret anymore. Secret harems, or kippumjo as they are known in North Korea, are groups of approximately 2,000 women and girls reportedly maintained by the leader of North Korea to provide entertainment, including that of a sexual nature, for high-ranking members of the Workers' Party of Korea, officials, and their families, as well as occasionally distinguished guests. They are responsible for bringing pleasure to Kim Jong Un and his comrades. The squad seems to be important to Kim Jong Un, as he has splurged up to $3.8 million for their lingerie alone in 2016. His harem must always look their best. Who are the members of the pleasure squad? These women are a source of entertainment for the Supreme Leader and his officials. According to The Sun, some of these women are sorted into different units. Some sing and dance, some are given the job of giving massages, while others are explicitly meant for sexual activities. Kim Jong-un's opulent lifestyle is a world away from the everyday lives of many. What do you think about his secret wealth? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and subscribe for more content on the lives of the rich and powerful. Thanks for watching.